Hey guys, welcome to Vlogmas Day 1. I cannot believe Vlogmas is here. I can't wait for Christmas. If you know me, you know Christmas is like one of my favorite times of the year. I love it. I love the vibes. I love the Christmas music, the Christmas movies. Like Home Alone, I've already seen it like more than 5 times in the past week. It's bad. But yeah, today I'm doing my Survivor Series War Games results. I was going to do my predictions because, I was going to do my predictions, but that's what I meant to say. I just didn't have time. I was working, the only days I had off last week, it's Sunday now, so I might as well just say last week, were Tuesday and Friday. I had to go shopping on Tuesday, so I didn't really have a whole lot of time then to do it. Friday, I kid you not, I was making cookies all day, making and decorating them. And also I was trying to catch up on my Dancing with the Stars recap blog. So I was going to finish that recap and then start my predictions blog for Survivor Series. But obviously I had to try to finish the Dancing with the Stars recap in the middle of making 75 cookies and decorating them. So I just didn't have time at all on Friday whatsoever. Yesterday I was going to do it, but I had to work 9 to 4 yesterday morning, and I was going to do it when I got home, but when I checked as soon as I got home, I found out that it literally started in like an hour, and I wanted to get Days of Our Lives watched, and I had to run to the store, so I didn't have time to do it then either. So, and I was like, yeah, there's no point in doing it now, because if I wait until after the show to do it, the show will already be over, and I already know what happened. So, yeah, it was like, there's no point in doing it now. I don't have time to do it, so I'm not going to do it now. So, today, like I said, I'm doing my Survivor Series War Games results. I am going to try to get back on track with my predictions videos. So let me see when the next pay-per-view is. I don't do predictions for NXT. I used to, but now I don't. I'm not doing predictions for Saturday night's main event, or should I? No, there's only like 2 matches, so I don't know. So besides Saturday night main event, the next pay-per-view is the Royal Rumble. So there's literally 2 months without a pay-per-view. Pretty much. There's no pay-per-view this month or next month, aside from NXT Deadline, which is when? Oh, this Saturday. I forgot about that. Alright, I'll for sure be watching that then. And December 14th, I think that's next Saturday, is Saturday Night Main Event. Depending on how many matches are confirmed before Saturday, I might do a predictions video for that, but as of now, there's only 2 matches announced, and that's Cody Rhodes versus Kevin Owens for the Undisputed WWE Championship, and the other match, which is the tournament final for the Women's United States title, which we don't know who is in the finale of it yet, the final round. So, it just says here, TBD versus TBD. So, those are the only matches announced for it. So, I don't really see a point in making a video only to cover just 2 matches. So, if any more matches are announced before the show next Saturday night's main event, can't even talk. I will be doing a predictions video, but as of now, if it stays like that, which I highly doubt it will, I probably won't be. So because like I said, there's really no point in doing a predictions video with only 2 matches. No point, honestly. Anyway, I'm just going to jump into my results video. I don't know how long this is going to be, because usually I try not to talk about too many, I usually, when I make results videos, I usually try not to talk about each match too much. I usually just say how long the match lasted, who won, the stipulation, and all of that, and then move on. So, first match of the night was a Women's War Games match, which was Rhea Ripley, Bianca Belair, Naomi, Io Sky, and Bayley, which I was kind of surprised because, like, you had Bayley, Naomi, and Io. Nope, not Naomi. Bayley, Bianca, and Io. Bayley and Io used to be, like, best friends. They used to be in Damage Control together, and Bianca used to literally despise them. And then out of nowhere, like literally out of the blue, Io shows up and sides with Bianca. And there wasn't even like a storyline built around Io showing up to be on her team. She just showed up. There was no like storyline like Bianca, like kind of like there was with Bianca and Bayley, where Bianca didn't trust Bayley. She didn't want her on her team. Yet Io was best friends with Bayley and kind of putting Bianca through the same shit Bayley was. Yet Bianca was okay with her being on her team right away. I was so confused, but honestly, I wasn't even mad at it. And also, Bayley and Io. They were best friends in Damage Control together, and then Io talked shit about Bayley behind her back, and Bayley overheard it and ditched her. Yet, all of a sudden, Bayley joins her team. Without even talking to Io. Honestly, it didn't really make sense to me, but I wasn't even mad at it. Honestly, if Jade wasn't going to be in this match, I would probably want it to be Bayley anyway. So I'm not even mad at it. I was just so confused. Like, how are they all of a sudden, like, best buddies? Also, if you guys watched the post-show press conference after the show, that whole moment between Io and Bayley, how Io was talking about how she has friends, she has Damage Control on her side, and Bayley's face and her reactions to that, like at the end of the table. Literally, I was watching it and I was like, T. But yeah, that was so awkward. Io talking about Damage Control and like how they're her best friends, yet she pretty much kind of kicked Bayley out of Damage Control by talking shit about her, and then Bayley left. That was very awkward, but very interesting at the same time. But they defeated the Judgment Day, which was Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez, Nia Jax, Tiffany Stratton, and Candice LeRae. Again, Rhea's team won in 38 minutes and 15 seconds. Next is LA Knight versus Shinsuke Nakamura for the United States title. Honestly, I'm pretty surprised, but Shinsuke won. Again, I'm pretty surprised because this is his first match back in a few months, so I wasn't really expecting him to win the title this quick in his first match back. But you know what? I can't say I'm mad at it. It's good to see him back, so I can't be mad at it at all. Obviously, I would have loved for LA Knight to win, but again, I'm not mad at it. I'm happy that he won. I'm not going to lie and say I'm not, so. It just sucks that LA did lose. It sucks that Shinsuke had to win it from LA Knight, but I'm sure LA Knight will get it back eventually, so I'm not even going to worry about it. But it lasted 9 minutes and 45 seconds. The next match was Sheamus versus Braun Breaker versus Ludwig Kaiser for the Intercontinental Championship. Honestly, I was very happy that Ludwig finally got a title shot. Usually he's like kind of Gunther's sidekick and like introducing him every week, and he's more of a sidekick to the champion than actually fighting for the title himself. So it was nice to see him finally get a title shot. But it lasted 14 minutes and 25 seconds. A great match, by the way. And Braun Breaker won and retained. Next is Damian Priest versus Gunther for the World Heavyweight Championship. It lasted 19 minutes and 20 seconds. Finn Balor obviously had to come out and attack Damian. Like, okay, I don't hate Finn Balor. I love Finn Balor. I always have, I always will. But can we at least, for once, have a fair match between Damian and Gunther? Like, honestly, if Finn Balor hadn't gotten involved and Gunther just won without outside interference, I wouldn't have minded. Like, I would have been happier with that, aside from Damian getting screwed over and losing. Again, thanks, Finn. like, I'm not mad that Gunther won. I actually kind of like Gunther. I didn't at first, but now, like, I'm kind of warming up to him a little bit. I think he's turning into a baby face a little bit, but like I said, I'm not mad Gunther won at all. But I'm just mad at the way he did win. Like, Finn had to come out, attack Damian Priest, and help Gunther win. That's just what Finn does. Ever since he turned on Damian, every time Damian gets even close to a title shot, Finn screws him over. And Damian loses. And it actually, at this point, is getting annoying. Like, can we for once have like a fair match with Damian, whether he wins or loses, without interference from the Judgment Day? Can we have it just at least once? Because it literally happens every single time he's in a match, and it's honestly kind of annoying at this point. Like I said, I don't hate Finn Balor. I love the man. He's amazing. He's been one of my favorites for ever since day one, pretty much. So obviously I can't hate him. But, oh my goodness, it's so annoying. Every single match Damian Priest has, pretty much every single match, he gets screwed over by somebody in the Judgment Day, and honestly, I'm getting tired of it at this point. But anyway, moving on. The last match of the night was the Men's War Games match. Roman Reigns and the Usos. What am I trying to say? The OG Bloodline, basically. Roman Reigns, the Usos, which is Jey and Jimmy Uso. Sami Zayn, featuring CM Punk, who wasn't in the original Bloodline, but they needed a fifth member, and Paul Heyman found CM Punk, and I'm glad he did. Versus the new Bloodline, or I call it the wannabe or the Timu Bloodline. So Osakawa, Jacob Fatu, Tama Tonga, Tonga Loa, featuring Bronson Reed. It lasted 41 minutes and 55 seconds with the OG Bloodline and CM Punk winning. I love the whole kind of, how would I say it? I loved the whole, like, storyline, I guess, with CM Punk and Roman Reigns, how they didn't really trust each other like in the build up to the match, if that makes sense. Like, if you guys watched it, you would have seen them in the cage. Like, first time the cage opened, CM Punk was going to go out. Roman blocked him and said, "No, you, Sammy, you go." Then the next time after that it opened for them, Roman was on his way out, and he was going, like, he was doing that slow walk that he always does. Classic Roman Reigns. And CM Punk, he didn't really push him out of the way, but he just went with his shoulder and shoved him out of the way, kind of thing. And just went in front of him and cut him off. I was like, ooh, this is getting interesting here. But yeah. And then during the match, Roman speared CM Punk. And obviously, you would think that he accidentally speared CM Punk, and CM Punk wouldn't like that. He may have walked out, I don't know. But he didn't. Roman Reigns speared him accidentally, and then Roman was on a table about to get splashed, or whatever you want to call it, by Bronson Reed. Took out by Bronson Reed, and CM Punk saved him. I was honestly very surprised because after all of that, and after Roman Reigns accidentally speared him, I didn't think he was going to save him. But he did, and honestly, I was very happy with that. Because they are two of my absolute favorites of all time. So I'm super happy that he did save him, and they won. Loved it. So anyway, that is it for today's video. If you guys enjoyed it, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you would like to see more content from me. And I will see you guys tomorrow for Vlogmas Day 2. Bye, guys.